Top 6 shocking animal hybrids you won't believe exist. Number 6. Keep. Keep. Yes, it's a funny name, but is it a funny hybrid? Yeah, yes, you can say that indeed. Keep is a sheep-goat hybrid created from breeding a sheep and a goat. It would seem that there's nothing strange about it, since sheep and goats appear to be very similar. But in truth they are an entirely different species. Sheep belong to a genus Ovis and have 54 chromosomes, while goats belong to genus Capra and have 60 chromosomes. For this reason sheep are usually stillborn and unable to survive out of the womb. These hybrids are very rare, and farmers as well as breeders keep sheep and goats apart for this reason. In 2000 at Botswana Ministry of Agriculture, the first documented case of a keep was recorded. It happened when a male sheep mated with a female. The hybrid somehow survived by having 57 chromosomes. It had a coarse outer coat, a woolly inner coat, long goat-like legs and a heavy sheep-like body. As many hybrids it was infertile, though it reacted like any other male goat or sheep would to females. In 2011 a healthy and fertile keep was born in the Netherlands. The keep eventually mated with a view and became a parent of 2 healthy lambs. Despite the fact that most keep died in the womb, a handful of counts of healthy keeps have been recorded throughout the years. This makes keeps a rare breed, indeed. Number 5. Zonkey. The most often talked about may be the zebra-donkey hybrid. The Zonkey. One of the dangerous things about crossbreeding is that their offspring are not only sterile, but they can develop dwarfism. While it may be cute to see a tiny zebroid, dwarfism causes many health conditions and shortens the lifespan of the animal. A Zonkey is a hybrid cross produced by mating a zebra and a donkey. Zonkeys are not a true species because they have an odd number of chromosomes and cannot reproduce. The Zonkey is, as you'd expect, incredibly rare, but so cute to look at, as we will come to understand. You have to be pretty nuts to come up with the idea of creating animal hybrids. But thankfully, we are not short on crazy people. Subscribe our channel for high definition 4K Nikon camera videos with explanation. Number 4. Jaguar. The jaguar sounds like a pretty ferociously awesome animal. But the truth is it is a pretty ferociously awesome animal. A jaguar or a jaguar is a child of male jaguar and a female lion. A notable account is on display as a taxidermist dream at Walter Rothschild Zoological Museum and Hertfordshire, England. It is colored like a lion, but has brown jaguar rosettes with jaguar's physical structure. In 2006 the world was amazed when 2 jaguars were born at Bear Creek Wildlife Sanctuary in Ontario, Canada. Their names are Adusara and Tsunami, and were an unintentional creation. It happened when a black jaguar called Diablo caught a little too friendly with a lioness called Lala. They had been raised together since birth and were very close. Tsunami is spotted, but Jazara is the melanistic jaguar because of her inherited jaguar's dominant melanism gene. Jazara is a beauty in a slick black coat, while Tsunami has the coloring of a lion. Just in case Jazara was able to give birth, she was separated from the males when she became an adult. It isn't common for hybrids to live long, so owners see it as a miracle that the 2 are still alive today. Number 3.
Liger. Everybody knows the liger.
Right, it's the animal that explains itself. They're also probably the world's most famous mistake. Although that's perhaps something that I think quite a lot of us can relate to. This hybrid is the result of a lion and tiger breeding. Although most of the hybrids that have been bred until now have been mistakes, which raises a lot of questions that we are not going to go near. These hybrids are fascinating creatures to study as their genetics are pure hybrid material. They grow at a rate of around 1 kilogram every second day. They can run up to 50 miles an hour. This hybrid generally has a shorter lifespan than either of its parents and is more likely to contract disease. Still, being a lion-tiger hybrid is undoubtedly a get-out-of-jail-free card for life. In the jungle, who's gonna mess with the kid who has 2 killer parents? This hybrid is a beautiful and fascinating animal, but it's also one of the most intimidating hybrids you'll find on Earth. Number 2. The Kama. Camels. Llamas. What's the difference? Well, they are 2 different animals, so there's quite a lot of difference. But they share enough genetics that a hybrid is very possible. Introducing the Kama, the result of breeding a male camel and a female llama. The camel was first developed in 1997 to produce an animal capable of producing more wool than a llama while also having the size and strength of a camel and a good cooperative temperament. A science man, how much do you want from a genetically edited animal? By 1998 the first camel had been born, but he was considered to be a disappointment given his terrible and uncooperative behavior. Still the scientists pushed on with their plans, producing 5 camels by 2008. Thankfully for those that poured their money into this playing God type exercise, most of the camels turned out to achieve the wool production they were hoping for. Today the camas is still being used for wool production in Dubai and is considered a fully domesticated animal, another success story for the scientists playing God. Number 1. Source: have you seen the movie Racing Stripes? Where the main character, a zebra and the love of his life, a horse, get hitched and soon are given a zorse. The zorse is straight up cool. The zorse is of course the hybrid offspring of male zebra and a female horse. And I dare anybody to say they are not incredibly beautiful animals like the donkey. The zorse has clear genetic traits of both its parents, with a strong muscular body of its horse mother and the striped texture of its zebra father. But thanks to its zebra DNA, the zorse is pretty strong and almost entirely immune to the kinds of diseases that usually would afflict ordinary horses. However, like most hybrid, the zorse is sterile, which means every single one is a genetic rarity. While it's possible for some hybrid animals to be created in the wild, this impressive animal is one of the few that cannot be created without some kind of human intervention. The zorse is a beautiful animal and one of the most popular hybrid animals in the world.